Hello, my name is Chelsea Walsh, and I teach 6th and 7th grade science at CKMS. And this video should introduce you to myself and my classroom and some of the policies I have. So I teach 6th grade and 7th grade science. In 6th grade, we learn about physical science, which is pretty much chemistry and physics. While in 7th grade science, we have life science, which is biology. All this information is available on my classroom website. So if you ever want to go back and refer to it, there's a tiny URL there at the top of the screen. The really quick version is grades are 20% quizzes, 60% learning portfolio, 20% self-assessment. I allow retakes up to 2 weeks after the first assessment, and I take late work up to the end of the unit, and I don't assign homework regularly. Here's a picture of me with my 2 kids. I live on the peninsula. I grew up on the peninsula and I attended South Kitsap High School. After high school, I went over to Pullman to attend WSU, where I graduated with a bachelor's in biology. Then I moved just a few miles over the border into Idaho, where I got my master's degrees in plant and soil science at the University of Idaho. And as part of that work, I worked as a research scientist doing research with the crop canola, and as a soil scientist, mainly focusing on soil ecology and earthworm ecology. My goals for the class are to have students learn how to ask their own questions, find their own answers, and understand the world around us. Here's my website again. You can find general information about the class, more information about how to contact me, some more information about grades, behavior, things like that. So there's the full URL up above, as well as the tiny URL .com/WalshSci. If you'd like to contact me, you can email me. That's a great way to get a hold of me because I check my email regularly and try and reply quickly. You can also call me on my classroom phone, but I can only check those usually once a day. They don't ring during the school day. It can take me a little longer to get back to you there. Or you can send me a text if you sign up for Remind. Through Remind, I'll also be sending out occasional announcements, important due dates, when there's events available outside the classroom, outside the school day. You can sign up this with a cell phone and receive text messages. You can use a computer and get email ones. There's even a website online where you can check on it. And so if your student is in 7th grade, then you're going to sign up with the code EE2HKD. If your student's in 6th grade, it's 9C4B7G. And if they're a magnet student, it's going to be K327HG. And so you can either use the websites listed below, or you can just send that text to 81010. Grades, as I said before, are going to be made up of assessments, so quizzes mostly. They're going to be a learning portfolio and then self-assessments. On Power School, you're going to be able to see things like their quiz grades and things like that. But on Seesaw, you're going to be able to see a lot more about what they're learning. And so Seesaw is a really great online digital resource. Students get to use all sorts of different sorts of tools to show their learning in many different ways. I can get really good insights into what they understand without them having to do any extra work, and you'll actually be able to log on and see your kids' work, leave them some comments and some encouragement, and really see what's going on in the classroom. And there'll be more information coming home about how to sign up for that. On Power School, once again, you can see those grades on quizzes. You can see their self-assessment grades. I'll kind of keep things checked off as they go through them, but that's really going to be the bare bones information. For Seesaw and for other digital resources, there's going to be a really important piece of paper coming home that parents need to sign so that students can use those digital resources. Because students are under 13, there's just a little extra hoops we got to jump through for kids to be able to use those online resources. All of the resources I choose very carefully to only use ones that I feel like are really necessary and add something extra to students' learning that they wouldn't be able to access otherwise. But if you're at any point uncomfortable with those, please feel free to contact me. But I would use them with my own children without a doubt. If you have any other questions, please contact me. I love hearing from parents, so anytime, go ahead, send me an email, send me that message to Remind. however you want to do it. And I hope to have a great year with you and your student. Thanks.